All right, so I was watching the mentorship. I told Esteban a little earlier, and like I came to the realization, you could really I haven't even watched the whole mentorship yet, but just like going back and watching the first five, like in the first five episodes, he teaches you everything that you need to know. I guess he doesn't teach you the risk management and how to develop a trade plan, but in terms of having a model, I really think that like there's almost too much information in the mentorship, especially if you're just getting started. Like I said, analysis paralysis. If you have so many models and so many different things that you're looking at, like I said, liquidity sweep, market structure shift, fair value gap. That shit is so simple. But so we just gonna hop straight into it. This could do the first trade of the day. So what ICT talks about, I know he said it in the third episode. He said so at 8:30 in the day, it starts the hunt. And that's just with the algorithm and with there being usually being the first drop of news at 8:30. So let's say we're getting on the charts, say it's right before the market is about to open. So right before the market opens. Wait, I'm tripping. I'm looking at Wednesday. I'm gonna put this vertical line here so we can look. So 8:30. We're already bearish on the daily chart. That's our weekly bias. So he talks about looking at the first swing, um, looking at this first swing to the left of uh the first swing to the left of 8:30. So obviously, I don't think this is a swing on the 15 minute, but as y'all could see here, this is a swing here. But so when I was looking at this for buy side, honestly, like I think this is what I tagged initially, but as you can see here, this is a swing and there's a fair value gap, and we did trade up there, but so I mean I guess I kind of just gave y'all the answer, but so this is where I would either put my buy side here or here, and do you guys understand that?
Yeah.
That makes sense. All right, just because like I said, we're already bearish, um, so and we do have fair value gaps and we have plenty of swing highs, so we don't uh we're not expecting the market to keep on taking out these highs, keep on taking out these highs. So like I said, either mark buy side here or here. I'm gonna put it on this swing right here. Like I said, ICT, he calls this the bellwether time frame. You want to get your key swings and you want to look for key imbalances on this time frame. And where would you guys put sell side
Um,
behind this?
Probably at that. I was. Hmm, hold on. Maybe that swing low. Um, right. I probably wouldn't take the one that's right there in front of the swing high you marked. I'd probably go all the way back, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think that's what I did this morning.
So this one. Yeah.
I went to the next one.
This one.
Yeah, I took that one because I saw like some lows right beside that one too.
Right. Yeah. So these are both the swing, but this is how I marked it out. But either way, as you could see, this got ran the same run that this got ran out, that got ran out in the same. So if you would have marked your liquidity here, if you would have marked your liquidity here, that you would have been that would have worked out either way. So dropping into, let's see what it did on the 5 minute. So like I said, if we're on the 15 minute, okay, we see that price trades through. Now ICT says we drop down to the first chart for execution, the 5 minute. So when we trade through our equal highs, that buy side, do we have a swing low? I see a swing low here. Do you guys see that swing low? Does that make sense? Why I would pick that as the market structure shift?
Yeah.
But yeah, just on the 5 minute, bam. As you could see, we
I got a
do.
question real quick.
Yeah, what's up?
So how come not the one that's right to the left of it? Just the little one right there. The one that's more like wicked down. You get what I'm saying? Why not that one?
This one?
Yeah, that one. Yeah. Because that's the
So
one I went to right away. You know what I'm saying?
right. Okay, so you know a market structure shift is a 3 candle pattern with the middle. So what 3 candles are you?
Hold up. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, sorry. I'm driving right now.
Oh, no, you're good, bro. Yeah, it's cool.
So say it again. Sorry. What'd you say?
So like with the swing low being, because it's a 3 candle pattern, which 3 candles are you talking about here?
See, that's the thing, bro. I don't even know.
Right.
I literally just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I wrote it down. I just wrote it down yesterday. The exact terminology. Let me find it in my notes. So I'm looking at my notebook right now. So basically the reason why I go to this one instead of so do you see how this candle, there's a lower, like it's not a swing low because there's a low next to it. This is a swing low because higher low, lower low. Make sense?
High, low, low. Okay, yeah, that does make sense. Yeah.
So this is a swing high, high, lower high, lower high. Make sense?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So
Okay.
it's the three,
Yeah.
it has to be 3 candles. Yeah, 3 candles. And the middle candle is the lowest or the highest, and the 2 have to be like, does that make, am I making sense?
Oh, okay. So basically, like for this instance, this one is there's a bullish candle to the left, bearish candle in the middle, and then bullish candle to the right. Correct?
Yep. And he was saying that the close of the candles don't matter, but it just has to be that 3 candles. The 3 candles with the middle one being the lowest and the 2, that's what makes it a swing, the 3 candles.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, the one that I pointed out to the left wouldn't make sense, like you said, because the one that's right to the left of it is a little bit lower.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Yep. So as you could see here, this is the 5 minute. We have a 5 minute break of structure. We have a 5 minute fair value gap, but you wouldn't have gotten an entry. Yeah, you wouldn't. Maybe, I think you probably, well, yeah, this would have been your entry. You could have entered here, but actually, no, that's horrible. Like, this is way after. This is chasing like a mug. So no entry on the 5 minute, but we see the market structure shift on the 5 minute. So I'm gonna drop down to the 3 minute. As y'all could see, the same exact swing low, or honestly, I think this is a swing low here too. I want to say you could use this too. Do you see? Does that make you see 3 candle right before we trade through? Make sense? It's the same pattern, just
Yeah,
closer.
that makes sense.
Yep. But like I said, honestly, yeah, so either one could have worked in that situation. But okay, so first gap, okay, we don't get an entry. But I low key, like I said, I think this was the trade of the day. Did I mark it? I'll just mark it up. I want to say I marked it up on another chart. Did I already mark it up? Actually, no. So can you guys see this fair value gap right here? It's really small.
Yeah, I see it.
Yep. You see it, Rick? Do it with the lines. So, bam. This trade, so, okay. We take out buy side with this placement. We get a fair value gap, market structure shift. Okay, we don't trade up to this gap, but we do create a gap on the 3 minute entry, and how we would manage this trade. And like I said, watching the mentorship more and more. I know Kyrick, you said you got stopped out a couple times on that trade that we both took. And like I said, he keeps reiterating the fact that when you're just getting started, you want to keep your stop wide as possible. So instead of well, like I said, in this trade, you would have been able to put your stop here or even right here at the top of this fair value gap. But I would be nervous just because we left this fair value gap, or not even nervous, but I would I would think I was honestly looking to take this short, but I didn't get tagged in because I was waiting for this gap to be returned to. But like I said, so when you're just getting started out, this is a big stop. That is 50 points. So you definitely want to be in some type of micros, but look at the range. So if you would have just targeted the lows, and like I said, that's a huge stop. Just say let's just say you were in one micro. So you were risking $112 to make almost 280. And let's see how long that would have taken. So your first entry, 1209, PT hit at 124. So about an hour and 10 minutes. And you really didn't take any heat, like no heat. That was a pretty banger trade right there. Not gonna
Yeah, that's
lie.
what you want to be in for sure.
Yeah, I'm saying, like I said, and there was did we talk about the long already? Am I tripping? Did we talk about that?
No, you haven't. On this one, no.
We just talked about the short.
Oh, hey, it looks like, I'm sorry. I think I'm the only one in here. I think Kyrick left, like you said.
Oh yeah, it's just us. So yeah, bro. So like I said, I know you say you were weird about questions, but if you got any questions, I mean, shit, this your session today, bro. So like I said, does this trade make sense to you? You see market structure shift. We didn't get this entry, but this was the second entry. And
Yeah, that makes sense. Yep.
we would have to have our stop loss, like he talked about. I want to say it was the second or third episode where he takes the trade. Our stop loss has to permit this that price can trade back up here.
Yeah.
So okay, that was a short example. I'm gonna take this off the chart.
You see what I'm saying? So like when I see that, because obviously that fair value gap is it just looks like, yo, that thing needs to get hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for me, I would be waiting for that, like you said,
Yeah.
because that little one that you just marked out right there, I know I would have probably missed it, bro, because I would have been probably fumbling back to like the 5 minute,
That's
maybe
what
going down to the
and-
1 minute. You know what I'm saying?
listening to back to what ICT is saying. He says that but if you do look at it though, you see how you had a couple opportunities to enter. So
Yeah.
first one and then the second one, and then it finally went.
How does the 1 minute look? Because I know I like to look at
I
the 1
wanna
minute, the 3, and the 5.
Okay, so I just dropped down to the 2. We'll go to the 1.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go to the 1 after. So we got the same gap. No gaps, no gaps. This gap, honestly, that's pretty much the same gap.
Yeah, that's more
Again,
clean to me.
this is 2 minute, but okay, we had that same wick, 2 entries, and then yeah, on the 1 minute, let's see. But yeah, like I said, I saw that happen and I was just waiting for it to but it just broke down before it traded up to that highest gap. So first gap right here. It would have been here. That doesn't get tagged, but this gap got there. That's that same gap. It's literally the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that same gap.
There it is.
At-
Okay, so that does make sense. Yeah.
Yeah, but after, like I said, going back through, I know ICT says to stay. So I also did put this in my journal. You know how ICT, how he says the noon to lunch is off limits?
Yeah.
How we
I
said
don't
like
trade that.
price, yeah. So maybe that's why today that we didn't get that retracement back to that fair value gap, because it was in that lunch hour to where price is doing some weird, that's what I thought.
That's actually true, because
Yeah.
that's I was telling you, I trade Forex to, like, I trade Euro USD. So I wasn't 100% like my eyes on this NQ, but I did take a look at it like kind of throughout the day, just here and there. And when you sent that one message earlier,
Mhm.
I had looked at it and I was like, "Yo, I see something forming." But hold on, give me a sec. I gotta put gas really quick. Give me a sec. Sorry,
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
give me a sec.
Are you still there?
Yeah.
All right, hold up, G. I'm just filling up.
Yeah, no, take your time, bro.
Still there?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool. Sorry about that. So
Oh, no, you're good.
the trade that the trade that you took earlier today, um, it was on NQ, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much all I'll trade ES like he says they're literally they're correlated. What I really like lately, like as he talks about like when you notice that like if ES or NQ, one of them hasn't taken out a high, but like one of them has, like I had took like it was during news last week where NQ had took out the high and I knew that we were gonna go lower. And as soon as the news dropped, ES traded above that same high and then it dumped. But like NQ was already doing that. It's like those opportunities ICT talks about. I think he has a video about it. It's called his Six Sister model, but that is too like I know so you said you're at like what 30 something in the episode. He talks about like using ES as an indicator almost. Like it is crazy. Like
Yeah.
the correlation between the two is could definitely
If
yeah.
I'm not mistaken, because I pulled them up both today. Ironically, I even say that. If I'm not mistaken, it was either today or yesterday, or I might be tripping. It might have been a video he was obviously in one of the mentorships, but
Yeah,
I think ES did exactly what you just said. I think it took out a high or it didn't take out the high.
right. Yeah, like
Yeah, so I see what you mean on that, and I was like,
mhm,
oh, okay, that makes sense.
right. Okay, so this was this is a buy example. So we trade through deep in the sell side, deep in the what 15, 65 points of displacement. So where is the swing high before we trade uh into the liquidity?
Swing high. swing high before we go into that line of liquidity?
Yep, before here.
Okay, so it's gonna be that one that is uh, to the left. So it's that little tiny blue candle, that little tiny one. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yep, yes, sir. So we bam. So first thing we're looking for, bam, check the box. Trade through sell side with displacement. Bearish gap, bearish gap. And I even I took a little scalp here. I bought, like, I inversed this gap. I just scalped it to this fair value gap. I think closed it, but
Oh, okay.
so this is our first so this is our fair value gap, and obviously this fair value gap formed before we had the market structure shift. But okay, so we're saying if price trades through here and we have a shift from bearish to bullish, because in a downtrend we're making lower highs and lower lows, but we broke that swing, and now we have a higher high. So as you could see, there was a few, like I said, like I said on Instagram, I think, like, when I saw this, I was already in, right? I was in.
Yeah.
I entered immediately, like, well, not this because it didn't market structure shift, but I entered like here.
Yeah.
Once I saw these lows, I was like, oh, I literally took my stop loss off because I think I had it like right here or right here. I took it off and I said that I'm going to play this inverse gap as my stop now. A close below here is going to stop me out. But
Yeah.
because these lows look too clean for me, I was like, oh, it looks like it's like I'm still have my bias. But when I saw that, like I said, I think he was talking about it in episode 3, like the market is rarely going to like stay clean for a long time. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, so that was literally a stop raid, because that looks like you know how he talks about it. That looks like resist, or that looks like support. These equal
Yeah.
everybody has their stop. They're like, okay, we're not gonna trade below. What does it do? Trades below, and then that gets the liquidity for the move, and then it goes. Like I say, the algorithm starts to spool up. So
Yeah.
this trade, like I was talking to my homie, so this would have been a pretty wide stop, right? So let's say you entered at 06. Yeah, let's just say you just targeted the equal. So yeah, you would have had a big stop, but it's still a 2.35R trade. And so, like I said, so I know you're talking about did you look into any of those websites? We could
Yeah.
talk about,
So
yeah, like I said, it was a lot to it was a lot to text, but now, yeah, is nobody else in here still? Yeah, we could talk about the prop firm, because that's like something that I did a lot of research on. But yeah, so
yeah, because I mean,
you said you did look, what websites did you look at?
yes, I look at all three. I already knew about Apex and I already knew about Top Step. Just I think it's Top Step, right? Just because of ICT is always talking about like how his son was in Top Step or something like that. So I had some familiarity as far as like looking at it, just kind of like browsing it and seeing, because I was still in Forex obviously all this time, so I never actually, you know what I mean, like took some time to like really research. But ironically, before I even got into Forex, I traded futures because one of my homies was like, hey, like I'm gonna start trading like seriously, like do you want to like start? And that's kind of like what sparked me, because I mean back then, I mean I kind of did like obviously like the little crypto thing, a little thing like that, but I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was just randomly placing, yes, I'm a buy, or no, I'm not. You know what I mean? Like just dumb stuff. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like I looked at Apex and I actually passed an account on Apex, and this was even prior to ICT. It was kind of like, I don't know if you ever heard of him, but his name's TJR.
Yeah, I
He
know. I think he
basically
basically
does
he
like
trades
TR,
smart money,
excuse
right?
me, ICT concept, but he says he doesn't. But in
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, he calls it smart money. What is going on?
started looking at ICT, and I was like, yo, this guy is crazy, like
Yeah,
amazing, bro.
right,
So
exactly. That's
then,
what I'm saying.
yeah, like you know what I mean. So like, I was like, all right, let me just stick with this guy. I'm not looking at any other mentor. Nobody else means nothing if this is the guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I just stuck with him, and then I was like, you know what? Let me give Forex a try. So I gave Forex a try. I did really good with that. As far as like, I only started off like, I mean, I know this is a, like personal or anything, but I only started off with 1K, bro. I started off with 1K, and there was like a little bonus thing that gives you 1,000 extra credit. So I technically had two, and I ran it up to six in literally 3 months. So that's what, like freaking 200%.
that's yeah.
And I was, yeah, and I was like, yo, like ICT actually knows what he's doing, but like I was going with such small capital, bro. Like I'm talking about my trades were so tiny, it wasn't even funny. But
Yeah,
I was just, I knew what I was doing.
that's
So then I was
good.
like, you know what? Yeah, I was like, you know what? Let me scale up and let me get a prop firm and try it out. And I don't know if I kind of did it a little too early or not, but I think seeing like everybody, get out there, get their bags and everything, and I'm like, man, like I want to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And being done, like I passed my account, and literally within 20 days, I lost it, bro. Like just because I was like revenge trading and just doing dumb
yeah,
stuff. Like I had my plan, but I was just like, yo, like this is the way, bro. I got to do it like this to get it. And
yeah.
I didn't watch enough ICT to understand that, yo, like this is not the way. You know what I mean? Like this is
Right,
not the way to
yeah.
do it.
I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, I that happened to me early too. Like I was running it up crazy, like with Apex. So when I first started, I was using the copy trader like off the rip, and I have 400 Ks, and
Oh my
I
god.
ran them up each like so the drawdown on those are 3K.
Yeah.
In 16 trading days, I ran them up to like 9K each, bro. So like
Oh my
36K.
god.
But the way the Apex payouts are, you can only request a withdrawal every 10 trading days. So I was only able to take 10K out. Like I said, I was like literally gambling. Like I was in like max contracts and like gave it back one day.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
tilt bad. But
Yeah. But I mean, hey, it's kind of like what he
yeah, that's what
said.
I'm saying.
Like,
You gotta learn, and
yeah, you gotta
but
learn. Yeah.
ultimately though, like, and I've been telling like my homies, so like thinking about it like this. So like once you are like established in your trading, like say you have 100K in capital, and like so you said that you ran that 2K to 6K. I don't know if we talked about this already, but throughout, like say you do 20 accounts with Apex, 3 with Take Profit, and 3 with um I don't know if I said Take Profit or Top Step, all of them. So you're running with all the accounts. You could scale to like 100K in capital for about like I did the math. I don't have it with me, but it's like for 6K through, obviously it's across all the 20, it'll be 26 accounts. But just think about that. So for 6K, and obviously this is once you're consistently trading and
Yeah.
hopefully you made the 6K from a payout already. Um,
Exactly. Yeah.
so 6K, that gives you 100K leverage. So like I said, with the ICT concepts, or let's just go back to this trade. So today, if I would have took this trade, so I would have been risking, well, so let me see how I would have sized in this. So 54 points. I could just honestly use a mini here, and that would have been 1100 risk. And my
Yeah.
target though 127 points. So I was risking 1100 today, and I made what 2500, 2.35. So just think about that, like, and then say you only take 3 trades in the week. You lose a trade, you hit a 2R, and you hit a 3R. So you made $4,000 this week. You made 3 trades, and the time is just in the studying the videos. Like we're putting the time in now. Like once
Yeah.
you're slow, the trading, like it's less than an hour. If you're in the charts, like if you're in the kill zone, that 10 to 11, you're looking for the silver bullet. And really, you can just set your alerts on TradingView. You don't even have to look at the charts until it gets to the point. Like it can really,
Yeah.
really, that's honestly like the ideal is get into the set and forget. You don't want to be micromanaging your trades, but that's all like just in my journey when I do like I know how you were saying like just trusting it, just journaling it, uh like like how I've been posting on my Instagram, like marking it up, seeing it. So like when you literally and watching it live too, because when you see it every day, like my schedule when I was in Akron, I would literally I was almost trading too much, but like I had
Oh
such a good
shit.
I had such a good feel for the market, like literally me and my homie was eating the silver bullet. Like there was one day when I was running I had like a 12, no. I was only running 12 accounts, so but it was like a 1100, it was like a $14,000 day. And those
Oh my
and
god.
those accounts only costed me like
Like three bands probably, huh?
yeah, like not like I said, it was only 12, so it wasn't even because
Oh, okay.
20 cost about 4K exactly. So yeah, it was like maybe 33K, 3,200. And yeah, bro, and it was just with one mini. I wasn't even risking a lot. I honestly have the execution. I could probably pull it up, but that's
Wait,
what I'm saying.
so
Like it's all about just see this every day, and then yeah, the discipline. That's the hardest thing. Like I said, the concepts are easy. It's you versus yourself.
yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wait, so I mean that's really like what I was trying to hit on because like obviously I mean I know I gotta get at least you know what I mean one account down, understand it, get
Right.
the
Right.
payout,
Yeah.
whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
the thing is like when I start obviously wanting to maybe scale it, because the the thing is like how do you do that on different like obviously take profit and then top step and then you said Apex. Obviously Apex is 20 accounts and the other ones are three, right?
Right.
I mean, let's just say you get to 10 accounts. Like, do you do them all strictly on Apex, or do you do like
So that's what I
five
was
on
saying.
Apex,
Like
and you know what I mean?
say I have the 100K cumulative, I will risk however I'm taking that trade, I'm risking $1,000. So like say I'm running the trade copier, I'm risking $50 per account. Does that make
Mm,
sense? So it's
yeah, that makes sense.
depending on if I'm running the copy or not, or I might just risk $1,000 on one account. But I have that
Mm.
capital. It's still like, yeah. So like it's not all combined, but it is though. Like, does that like
No, yeah, I get you.
yeah.
I
So
get
it's
you.
not like yeah, I'm not always trading it all together, but at the end of the day, it's yeah. That's
Okay.
how I look
That,
at it. And I'm like, and that's
yeah,
yeah.
that makes sense. Okay, because like, yeah, I mean, obviously that's the goal, and trying to figure out like how to get to that point because I know that I mean it shouldn't be too hard to pass a because what do you do like 50K accounts or what's like the account size that you do usually?
Oh, that's why I was gonna ask you. I was gonna talk about like how we would go, because obviously the contract sizing is a little different.
Yeah.
I would say yeah, because you are just getting started. It's like, what platform are you gonna use? Do you know? Or if you want to
Uh,
use TradingView, you need to use TradeAvate. Um,
oh, 100% I'm gonna use
yeah,
TradingView
if
just
you want to
because
use
like I'm so
TradingView, yeah,
familiar with it.
TradeAvate. So I would say, I don't know. So with Apex, I always do their 50Ks because like for the fees, like if you do the math, that's the best value. They literally say that it's the best value. Um,
Yeah, it's
but
like $30, right?
yeah,
Something.
it's like 30
Yeah.
or some, and then all in, it's like it's about 200. So for about 200, you get 2,500 capital. So it's like 12.5x your capital. Um, and then with Top Step, or so let's talk about the rules with Apex. So Apex, do you know what the trailing drawdown is? That's the main bad. That's the bad thing about them.
Which one for Top Step?
For Apex, they're the only one that have this, and it's more of a challenge in the evaluation. So the way the drawdown works, which is kind of like when you trade ICT concepts, it's kind of makes it a little difficult. But you honestly just have to size down. So like say you're in a trade that goes up $200 and then you end up you're in a trade and it's floating at 200, but you close at break even, your drawdown just took a $200 hit.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so they have a
So
live
that
account.
yeah, okay.
But once you're in the live account, like say your Apex, you did the 50K. Once you make 2,600, it becomes static, and then your max loss is 50,100. So it becomes static eventually in the live account, but it's almost like when you're getting it to when you're building that cushion, you kind of just have to like scalp it almost to be, because like like sometimes it'll really retrace and it won't stop you out, but it's a big retracement. So
Oh
that's
yeah, that makes sense.
and so the withdrawals are every 10 days, and you're maxed every 10 days $2,000 for the 50K, so 4K a month, but that's only per account. And like I said, you could, if you was really running it up, you could hypothetically be pulling out 80K a month, and then after 3 months
the
it's
hell?
unlimited. And I've seen people they got a Discord, there's people that do that. There's somebody that withdrawed $1 million from
Oh yeah, bro, I saw that. My friend sent me a picture. I was like, "There's no way, dog. There's no way."
And then Top Step is every 5 days of 200 plus, you get to withdraw 50% of your balance. What something that's unique about Top Step, they have the daily loss limit. If you hit the daily loss limit, it'll stop you for trading for the day, and it'll like let you trade the next day.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool,
Yeah.
right? That kind of
Yeah.
helps you, right?
It
Like,
is.
so you don't
It
over.
is really
Yeah.
definitely helpful. And then for Take Profit Trader, they pretty much have the same, like, is very similar to Top Step, but once you're in the live account and once you make the maximum drawdown, so for the 150K, it's 4,500. Once you make 4,500, you get to take every day that you make a profit above 4,500, you could withdraw it that same day. It's literally like a personal account. That's honestly my favorite for that.
Wait, what? Are you serious?
Yeah, it's like a personal account, but it is an 80% split, which if you're coming from Forex, that's pretty normal. But
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Wait,
80%
so you have to run it up to how much you said? 4,500?
for the 150K, but I want to say like
Oh,
yeah, for the 150K, it has the biggest, that's the max drawdown. But yeah, they're that definitely my favorite. You can literally have 5 withdrawals in a week if you are profitable, hypothetically.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe like start off with just the 50, right? Or
Yeah, I would say because it's cheap, the cheapest, the best bet right now, and they're doing 80%, and it's a 1-day pass. I would say